Hey guys, it's been a while, a couple of weeks maybe. But just wanted to come on here and talk about something. Um, First off, a little bit of an update. I've just been really busy with some community things. That's why I haven't been really on. Um, Especially right now, between September and December, we're like super busy with stuff. Hold on, sorry. Hey, Psh. My dog is so weird. But anyway, so yeah, I've been really busy with just some coven related, so to speak, circle related stuff, and so I've been kind of occupied with that. My hair is kind of fucked up. I need a haircut. Anyway, so yeah, I've been busy with that. We just actually had our Into the Blood festival for Samhain this past weekend, which was awesome, really good, super amazing. It was a lot smaller this time as far as number of people who showed up, and so it was a more intimate group, which I think made for a better experience. And so, I just thought it was really awesome. Sorry, I'm like fix on some of the things. Anyway, so yeah, our Into the Blood festival was super awesome. We had a really small turnout compared to what we usually get, but still, I think it was a lot better because it is more of a somber, solemn time. It's not so much like a crazy party, which is like what our Into the Green festival is for Beltane usually is. Um, so I think that's probably what helped. That it was obviously a more solemn thing and people are a little bit more quiet and hushed. So we had a really great ritual, great weekend. Everything went perfectly. And then I came back Sunday, like afternoon, around 2ish. Came back, had Sunday, Monday off, so I was able to rest and deal with some family stuff that was going on. Um, and then today's just been today, which actually was kind of sort of segueing, and that's the best I can do is just to tell you about my day and then sort of say, well, today, well, actually, this actually happened. Two things. I had a little incident on the 19th, which was the day that I was going to leave for Into the Blood. I was at the store picking some things up to eat and whatnot. And I was at the deli counter ordering something. I was like picking one of like ready-made salads or something. Yeah, it was a ready-made like bean salad or something. It was really good. Anyway, I was picking it up, and of course I'm wearing my various jewelry pieces and this one. So I don't, and then people always ask me, like, well, you're not like nervous or like you don't hide it. I'm like, no, I'm not ashamed. I'm proud of who I am. Anyway, so I had them all on, whatever, and I was at the deli counter, and the guy was putting the stuff together, and he looked over and noticed, and he said, "Oh wow, me and you are brothers." And I'm like, "What?" I didn't really hear him all that much. I wasn't paying attention, and then he looked and he goes, "Yeah, you're getting ready for Samhain, right?" And I said, "Yeah, I actually am." He goes, "Oh, that's really cool." And he looked at my necklaces. He goes, "Oh yeah, I had one too, but I lost it or something." He got it on the solstice 2004, and he has since lost it. And he's get a replacement. We were just going back and forth, and he was just like, really happy to meet another Wiccan practitioner. So I thought that was really cool. It was a good start to my weekend, so that was awesome. And then today I was at Cost Plus, where I'm at, and I had dropped my sister off, so I had some time to do some exploring, whatever. And so I went to Cost Plus to buy a couple of things, to look around, whatever. And I picked a couple of things up, and I headed to the cashier. And again, the cashier, noticed my jewelry, and he said, he was like, "Oh, that's really cool. Oh, nice. Hi, hey, what's up?" He said, "Oh, hey, blessed be. It's a, common greeting for you guys, right?" And I said, "Yeah, it is." And then he just started asking me questions. He goes, "Oh, so are you like a Celtic?" Because I was wearing the Triskelion, so he thought I was like a druid or something. I said, "No, I'm not a druid. I'm actually Wiccan." He goes, "Oh, are you a practitioner?" I'm like, "Yes, I'm a Wiccan practitioner. Yes." oh, that's really cool, awesome, and he was telling me about different things. He was like, oh yeah, you guys have like your New Year's coming up, right? And I said, yeah, it is. In about a couple of days, it is. He goes, oh, that's really awesome. Great. And he asked me a couple of questions. He asked me what the stone was, what it was meant for, and all that stuff. And then he shared. He had some Native American pieces. One was a ring, and it had like the ocean symbol or the ocean waves sort of drawn onto it or etched onto it. And he was telling me how if you have the waves pointing towards you, that brings in positive energy. And then if he had a bracelet that was facing outward, and he says ones that face outward are to push away negativity. So he goes, that's why I really resonate with the Native American waterfall, or the wave design concept. So I was like, oh, that's really cool. And so, get my stuff, walked out, smile on my face again. So I was just thinking about it. I'm like, wow, it's really been a long time. I've been on this path for almost 5 years now, and it's gone from people automatically assuming you're a devil worshiper or crazy, or they just sort of, pull you off or sort of disregard whatever you're saying, to people actually having a genuine interest and a level of respect and understanding towards pagans. So I thought that was super awesome because, like I said, it's been such a long time. And I mean, I know only for me, it's only been about 5 years. And just overall, it's only been since I was like about 10 years total in terms of studying and practicing and figuring it all out. But I mean, I know people who are, 30, 40 years in who can tell me stories of all kinds of stuff about how, they actually had to hide in fear and discrimination and face all that stuff. And so, I'm really glad to be at that point where I was sort of at the threshold in between, where I experienced the negative, bad side of it, and then I also was able to watch it progress and become more accepted and not be such a bad thing. And it really put a smile on my face this past couple of days when that happened, because, outside of your local pagan community and the stores and the shops nearby or whatever and the gatherings, you don't really ever expect to see anybody outside, and if you do, there's almost like this unspoken rule to like not really point yourself out, which I think is ridiculous. Not to say that I wouldn't be like, if I saw somebody across the way, I wouldn't be like, oh my god, you're a witch, oh my god, pagan, whatever, and just like run up to them and start, going, that's obviously insane. You wouldn't do that. Because just that would be the same as if, that would be just as ridiculous as if any Christian who happened to see anybody wearing a cross were to do the same thing and be insane. But just a general acknowledgement, walk over and say hi, something. Just to acknowledge, because it puts a smile on their face, puts a smile on your face, and it allows for the community to really grow and become more whole, because we have the acceptance and this feeling of oneness, basically. And so, I'm just actually curious, because you always hear about people and their bad experiences within this community and the outside world sort of coming in and not really understanding what's going on and saying all these different things. But I'd love to hear any more experiences if you've had an experience similar in mine, where you've been out and about on your daily life, whatever, doing your thing, and somebody just happens to mention something, spark conversation, or start a conversation with you, whatever, even if it's just for like a minute or two. I love to hear about it because, like I said, our main focus, especially here in the area, is to build community, is to expand and to sort of form a community where there is that acceptance and understanding in order for us to have a backing. Because we back each other up, okay? That's what our community is about. We back each other up. That's what we need to do. We need to back each other up so that if something ever does happen to one of us or whatever, and there's something, then we need to be there for each other. Okay? Because it's like that in my local community. We are all behind each other's backs 100%. Okay? because it's a small community. That's all we have. We only have each other. So if we were to sever those ties, then we have nothing. Okay, and that's not the point of having communities. To build community, not try to separate it out. So yeah, I'd love to hear your stories. If you have any experiences, um, I'd love to hear them, because they're always something interesting to talk about, and I'd like to start a conversation on that because it'd be really interesting to talk about that. So yeah, I think that's about it. I'm done, and talk to you guys later. Blessed be.